Welcome to the Wild Magic Podcast Season 1, The Rise of the Shine Brigade. This episode contains explicit language not suited for sprouts, tots, or toadstools. Trigger warnings and music credits can be found in the description below.
Welcome back, Shine Brigade. On our last episode, you traveled to the doomed city of Cloud 7, where an active volcano was on the precipice of exploding. The green time crystals that were there seemed to have been sapped from their power. They seemed to have lost some of their ability to stop the flow of lava. And so you traveled to investigate, and there you found a person with matted hair and ragged body. Though you tried to talk diplomacy to this figure, he attacked you on sight. After a not-so-glorious battle, lava began to pour into the Central Shine compound. The mysterious figure teleported away in a flash of prismatic light, and the party had to interact with the Central Shine capacitor to stop the magma from flowing and to save the doomed city of Cloud 7.
Hell yeah, we interacted with
it. After a wonderful display of friendship and another wonderful display of just-in-caseness, last-second preparedness.
How I were, because everything I'm not.
We were so high up.
It was so good. It was so good. I could have rushed everything and only worry about friendship going forward. No more tactics, no more thinking ahead. This is the worst mistake I've ever made in my life.
The party escaped through a long and arduous climb, trying not to damage the air vents, and eventually, under the most horrible circumstances, having to damage the beautiful HVAC system in order to escape. After accolades and media news coverage, you, the Shine Brigade, traveled back to the Shine compound. It is there where we start today's session. You, the Shine Brigade, are currently inside of the Shine compound after having flown back from Cloud 7.
I think some sleep is in order.
Has Recklin decided whether or not he's the same person after going through the Rainbow Bridge?
I think that it's not. Like, what you said is certainly, like, it's assuaging initial kind of panic, but I think Recklin's gonna go into his room, and he has, so his room looks like if you've ever been in a Bass Pro Shop, when they have, like, no. You know, like, it's, like, all, like, the fake deers and stuff, and, like, fake, like, it's, like, fake wilderness, and there's, like, the big fish tank, and then, you know, he just sits next to the big fake fish tank. There's a couple fish in there, just, like, throwing some bread in there, and just loosely looking at his reflection and just trying really hard not to have an existential crisis about it, but, like, the fish seem to not be responding in the same way, and fish, like, he knows this fish, and these fish don't seem to know him like he knew him before, and it's kind of freaking him out. So he has a long night, but, you know, he's not necessarily communicating this with the group.
Man, tough day for Recklin.
It's a bad day. For Recklin 3.
I think Delilah is going to go back into her room, kind of really thinking about how she saw that miner ghost, the construction ghost. And back in her room, she's going to try to focus on the ghost of someone she lost a very long time ago now, her brother. And I think try as she might, she's too exhausted, she's too weathered, she doesn't fully understand her power, and she's just like not able to connect with him. And I think this is a pretty stressful attempt for her. And after eventually just exhausting herself, she'll go to sleep too.
I think Griff has requisitioned for the common room, you know, the fireplace room, has requisitioned a copy of Corn Fighter 5, and it's just actually feels like today, for once, he's done enough. Like, we did a pretty good job last night, or this morning, yesterday, whenever that was. He's gonna take a couple hours off, just play some Corn Fighter 5 in the living room.
Anise getting back, seeing everyone else just go, you know, do their, just kind of separate to do their own things. Around what time is it, did you say?
You have gotten back in the later afternoon. Yeah, it's not quite technically bedtime yet, but after all of your arduous travels, it's bedtime enough.
I think Anise is gonna make her way up to Jill and the PR interns. And she's just gonna try making light conversation for a while about like, oh, did you get the pictures of Griff at the volcano? We got some of these. Like showing like some of what she got. Did you get these?
Yeah, we got so many pictures. And let me tell you, you looked so fierce. All right, these will do wonders for our PR. Okay, these are so wonderful. These are.
I didn't realize I looked fierce. Sorry. So,
right, yes,
Griff was the main target of that, right?
Sure. Yes, we got some excellent photos of Griff, but also of the entire Shine Brigade working together in tandem, going into dangerous places with lava flowing everywhere and smoke in the air. It was quite good. You did a very good job.
Did we get a picture of Recklin up on the wall with the robes?
No, don't take a picture of that. Oh, God. Oh, it's photographic evidence of my terrible mistake with my friends.
So you have Recklin like saving all of us, right? Right, with his ability to climb all the way up to the top of the thing, right?
Well,
shoot.
Yeah, we have those pictures, but listen, I don't. They're very nice, right? They're very nice pictures, but at the end of the day, we need to publish stuff that's more focused on you working together as a team and things getting done together. And it was a very important part of the mission. Don't get me wrong, but we really need to run. We need to run targeted pieces to make Griff's image as good as possible. You understand?
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, I guess I'm just a little still in the mindset of everything that happened there. Well, yeah, I'm glad you guys you got the pictures you needed and everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, is there any stories, anything extra that you guys have planned since?
Well,
like I know we just got back. I know you just got back.
You did just get back.
Yeah.
We have. There's something that we need to talk about in the morning.
Okay.
I don't know if now is the time because you must be so tired and I don't want to dump more stuff on you and I think that I'm still personally recovering from that overnighter that we pulled a couple days ago and so
yeah that was a little rough. That was a bit rough. Are you doing okay?
Oh, I'm great. Yeah, I slept like 15 straight hours. I'm fine.
Okay, I slept quite a bit too. Well, kind of sensing that the air is like a little tense maybe, and that like Jill seems like she has stuff to do and is maybe not good to just like chat at the moment. Anise is gonna all right, well I'll let you get back to work. Sorry for interrupting your end of day stuff.
Oh yeah, no worries. I always have time for you. Keep that in mind. I always have time for you. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I'll be around if you need anything.
Yes.
I suppose.
Yes. I'll let you know. Please rest well. And Doug, where are my copies? Doug, I asked you like 3 hours ago. And she kind of like retreats back into work.
Anise, noticing that, this is probably not the best area to get some chat and some distraction from her own thoughts. She's going to go to the cafeteria, get herself something strong to sip on. And I think he's just going to end up back in the common room, just kind of stand by and watch Griff play Corn Fighter 5, sipping her drink.
Funny enough, Michael is also in the common room watching Griff play Corn Fighter 5. Michael went to the cafeteria to get a bag of beef jerky and a 2-liter of Diet Coke. And about 5 minutes after he laid down on the couch, he passed out with his hand still in the bag of beef jerky. He's just going to be there until like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then he'll wake up and then go to his room and just go back to sleep again.
I like to think that when Anise came in, maybe you were already watching him, and Anise just stands a healthy like 10 feet away from you, right? Like sipping the drink. There's just like a glance at each other, like eye contact is made, an understanding is reached, and we just go back to silently watching.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all take the night to sleep and rest and contemplate the things that happened the previous day. The next morning, Michael, you're the first to hear this as you wake up on the couch. You hear like a yipping noise, like... You notice that your beef jerky is gone. And you hear the barking coming from your room.
So I wake up and I'm on the couch.
You're on the couch, yeah. Your beef jerky's pack is just gone. You hear yipping from your room.
I look over great niece and Griff, do either of them seem to react at all?
I assume they actually went back to their rooms to sleep.
Oh no, I'm still on Corn Fighter 5.
Dark bags under your eyes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess how late at night is it?
So this is probably like 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, DJ hours is the perfect time to play Corn Fighter 5.
Michael looks around for a sec and kind of looks over at Griff, sees that Griff is just like mouth hanging open, eyes are bloodshot, just staring at the screen. He's like, I'm not gonna try to take him away from that thing. And Michael heads over to the hallway outside of his room, walks up to the door.
You hear like sounds of like pans crashing and things breaking.
Michael opens the door, kind of brandishing his wrench in one hand, ready to smack something.
Okay, so you open it. There's the 3 houses. The middle one is the exact replica of your old house. The other 2 also exact replicas of your neighbors' houses. The crashing noise appears to be coming from the center house.
All right, I walk up to the center house. I get ready. Then I open the door again.
You open the door and you see Snowball has the little cat has like the entire beef jerky bag over its head, and Scooter is chasing Snowball around. Scooter appears to have gotten like a wrench on a rope somehow tied around his body, and it's like flying around and smashing into pictures and windows and pretty much everything in the room, just breaking it apart.
Yeah, it's okay. It looked pretty bad beforehand. I'm going to reach down, pick the bag off of Snowball, and take the bag off his head. He can eat whatever beef jerky is there. I'm going to run over to Scooter and try to grab his tail so that I can unwrap him.
His tail? Oh no.
So, I think it was kind of like wrapped around his tail, you know?
There's one thing you need to know about Scooter. You do not want to do that particular maneuver.
He's like a salamander.
Oh, God.
Scooter fell to death up again. Hey, go watch that.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah, sure. That's a 15.
15. So you do grab the tail. You don't get a chance to pick Scooter up. Scooter is a wily motherfucker. And Scooter like turns around and immediately like bites your arm.
Oh, God. No, bad. Bad, Scooter. Bad. I don't think I have any like thing to turn into a leash. I'm gonna look around and try to see if there's maybe like a belt I left on the ground that I can like tie through his collar and try to make some like
Scooter don't have no collar.
Okay. I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna go get Recklin.
Bail abort mission.
I'm gonna walk outside of my house, close the door, walk down the street, open that door, close that door behind me, walk down to Recklin's room, start banging on the door.
You hear like the distant sounds of whatever this like universe's Johnny Cash equivalent is. Just like, you know, oh yeah, hold on. He's like, nope, initially turns it higher, and then other way. Sorry. All right, let's turn that volume off. Yeah. What's up? How can I help you?
You see a very tired Michael Brown with beef jerky stains on his face. There, it's kind of red, and I don't know how you stain your face with beef jerky, but he clearly has. Your animal got into my room. I need your help catching him. He bit me.
Animal? Scooter?
Yeah, he did this to
Scooter
me.
is.
See?
I don't even think Scooter has teeth to do that, but maybe he found some way. You know, he's been eating some things. Maybe they're getting like stuck in his gums or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, let's go give that a look over. You didn't pull his tail, did you?
I may have.
Oh well, you know that's on you. You can't do that. Scooter is very accommodating for a lot of things, and I actually, you know what? Actually, you're right. I'm coming at this the wrong way. I apologize for Scooter biting you. I realize that's the first thing I should have said, but also Scooter is very accommodating.
At this point, I think I grabbed.
No. I know. It's just, and we're walking. He's accommodating, but he doesn't like the tail thing. That's his one boundary.
Okay, next time I won't grab his tail. Please,
Yeah, okay.
Can you just get him
Yeah,
out of my house?
I'll go get him in your house. That's a weird way to say room, but okay. And then I go in and which house is yours?
The middle one, obviously. You know, like how it's obvious that you don't grab Scooter's tail. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just open up this door. Oh, is this like a home?
Yes.
Is this your
My home.
Oh, this is your home.
My
Is that
home.
others your neighbors over there?
Yes, but they don't live there.
Is
They
this
live
like-
at the actual house.
Is this accurate?
Yes. I went home and took a picture and had them recreate it 100% accurate. Can we get on to the topic at hand here, please? It's so late. I'm so tired.
I know.
Just want to go to sleep.
I know. I understand that. But how did you get your neighbors to be recreated? Is the inside of the neighbor's house also accurate? Hey, Scooter, hey, you can. Hey, you probably won't mind that. Anyway, like, did you? Are those also accurate?
Never mind the details, okay?
This is the one. Okay. All right, we'll go pick up Scooter. But we need to circle back on this. This is one of the most crazy things I've actually personally seen, like in my life, and I have so many questions, and I'm worried. But it's good. I'm not here to judge. Just this is a lot. I just, you open up the door and it's just a recreation of someone's neighborhood like this. That's odd. All right, Scooter.
You see Scooter now has the beef jerky bag stuck on his head.
Oh, he's gotten into it. Oh, can you say no to that? Oh, he'll tire himself out until he can't. Yeah, I worry about the breathing. He does that sometimes when he does, like, I don't know, he gets bags on, but it sounds like the breathing's hard, but he kind of figures it out after a while.
Get him a CPAP.
I'm gonna go get Snowball.
Okay. All right. I'll go get Scooter. Oh, buddy. Oh. You smell weird. That's odd. Usually Scooter's not the one that gets smells onto him. Usually he puts smells out. That's fun. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. This is a lovely house inside of a Shine compound you got there. Do you ever go to the neighbors' houses and like sleep there?
There's nothing in there. I didn't know what was in their houses. They're just like model homes,
Why don't you just sleep at your own home?
Well, this is more convenient.
Okay. I just. Okay. It's so bare in here. Why didn't you make it more fun? Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. It's just like, why would you recreate your house and it's like so bare? But it's lovely. It's good. I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry. This is just a lot. It's a long night. You're a good man, and you keep on keeping on, and I get it. Strokes different folks. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye.
Okay, now, Recklin.
Scooter. God, that I don't quite know what to do with that. That one's. Yeah. No, that's about all I'd say about it too, huh? Hey, it's something else. All right, well, buddy. Come on, go fuck around the fish tank.
Can I try to get Snowball and catch him and try to return him down to the toy shop?
Go ahead and just make a perception check.
Sorry, that is a 7.
Snowball's somewhere. You have no idea where Snowball went.
I'm too tired for this BS. I'm going back to sleep. And Michael goes and lays down on the couch that is in this living room and passes out.
I just imagining the shock of like someone can recreate whatever the heck, and he just like whatever you want, different things. It's like this guy just recreates this neighborhood and also like his home even to like the dingiest of detail. It's just it's unsettling. But it's good though. It's good.
What's wrong with
It's good.
liking where you're at?
That's fair. It's very zen.
Yeah.
The next morning comes. You all feel rested. You might even say you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Look at that.
Shine Brigade, with the new day in front of you, what would you like to do?
Anise is staying in bed a little bit longer, perhaps, than everyone else, and you can see why as the camera pans around her room, which is just made to be someone selected the standard like penthouse hotel template, and there's over by there's a like couch facing like the windows that like face out. There's a little table beside that with like her first drink glass and then like also a margarita glass, and then over by the bed on the nightstand there's a little shot glass and half drunk second margarita glass. Yeah, when the camera opens to Anise, she just like groggily wakes up to the sunlight coming in and then just turns over and puts the covers over her head.
I think Michael gets up and immediately looks for Snowball again. Because, if he's still there.
This damn cat.
I can't let him stay in my house. Who knows what he's going to get into in here. It's definitely not animal-proofed in here.
This time I'm going to have you roll an investigation check.
Okay, that's a little bit easier for me to do.
Search for the clues.
Let's see.
I see a scratch.
Oh, that's a 23.
A 23.
Yeah.
You find that inside of your house there's like an open vent, and you follow that outdoors to outside of your house into your room, and inside of your room you find that The ventilation system here allows for Snowball to travel throughout the entire compound, and that's pretty much how Snowball's been getting into things.
Well, that's an issue I'm gonna have to bring up with somebody. Ugh. Okay. Michael's gonna leave it, and he's gonna head into the common area to make some breakfast.
All right, everyone else just heading into the common area.
I'm giving Ray a little text.
Oh.
You know, I'm checking everything. I'm checking texts like every hour now. Like it's crazy. Like I just lost track of myself. Just giving him a little like, another beautiful morning. Thinking of you.
Ew.
You get a text back.
Gross.
The only thing more beautiful than the morning is you.
Ew.
Smiley face, heart emoji.
Oh. Yeah, just give us a little winky face back. Oh, that was maybe too much, but hey, you know. Live and let learn, yeah. Love this. All right, Scooter. See you, man.
You all come out to the common area. You see that Anise is not among you. Griff is still at Corn Fighter 5.
No.
No, I think he did go to bed.
Okay, he did
had
retire
an existential
eventually.
crisis sometime in the night about messing up his sleep schedule.
Oh, no.
He's like, I'm off my schedule. What do I do? And then he just like went and ran into his room, but he made sure that he woke up on time. So I'm a little tired, but I'm out and about moving around and just like mage handing the coffee machine and pouring myself a cup while I'm on the couch and then bringing it over to me without getting up.
I love that so much.
As you all are sort of eating breakfast, drinking coffee, you are approached by Smith Bellflower. He has sharply dressed as usual. He wears square glasses. Every part of his dress seems to be impeccable. Hello, Shine Brigade. Welcome back. I trust that your expedition was fruitful.
We're here, aren't we?
I think Anise may have saved the world yesterday.
There was something happening. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to come and let you know of a couple things that we have on the docket today. The toy maker said that he's done analyzing the crown and the gauntlet that you brought to him. He has some analysis on it ready for you. Whenever you're ready, you can head down to the laboratory. Jill Sargosa has received a call from Tia Tumbleweed. The details she wishes to share with you when you've arrived. We have a 5 o'clock photo shoot for the Shine Brigade after your grand victory at Cloud 7. We have outfits picked out for you if you'd like.
Not just our shine
Yeah, why don't we just do the Shine?
armor?
Is there any more outfit more impeccable than the Shine Brigade armor?
Or is this meant to be more of like a red carpet shoot, like celebrity style?
Yes, we were hoping to get a variety of shoots today. One in your Shine outfits and another in candid clothing.
Candid clothing?
Well, candid to a certain degree.
Okay, all the 100%. Gotcha.
I also wanted to ask if there was anything I could do for you today. Anything that I could do to make your life easier.
Could you reach out to Jason Ivy for me and just see if he's made any progress on investigating?
Of course, we can try to reach Jason Ivy.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be perfect.
All right, very good. Remember, if you need anything at all, I am just a phone call away.
I don't like that news about Tia Tumbleweed. I think we should probably go wake Anise up and do that one first.
Yeah. First, because the other, we probably fun stuff. You gotta have your, meat before dessert. Gotta do the tea tumbleweeds before you get the cool.
What if some of us went to talk to Jill and some of us went to the toy maker? I mean, that would work, right?
You can do that.
And then, have one group fill in the other about what they learned and the other group fill in about toy maker stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do stuff separate as a group.
I just don't want to see Jill again.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, adversity brings, good solutions. We can split the party. I hadn't considered that, so, it's a real blessing in disguise. Well, I mean, if you don't want to go, instead of doing the fun thing of seeing all the really cool tech, I can go do the not fun thing. I'm willing to do that. Of interviewing Tia Tumbleweed. If you don't want to be involved with that, I can help her. Do you want to? Well, she's been mean on you, hadn't she? I feel like she has nothing on us. And looking over to Delilah. Thank you. Looking over Delilah. She has nothing on us. We're good. You want to just handle the...
Yeah, I guess I could go with you. Do you think we should get Anise up, or should we let her sleep? I feel like she never sleeps.
She never sleeps. Yeah, I think we have this. She always gets so worried about these things. We have zero dirt. So I think just let Anise sleep on this one. Let her just...
Yeah,
she needs that time.
We can handle this, right?
We can handle this.
I feel like she would really like to know if something's happening with Jill Sarkosa and Tia Tumbleweed.
I mean, did you see
I
how
don't want to
tired
hurt
she?
her feelings.
Oh God, yeah, I know, but at the same time, we're setting expectations here, aren't we?
But she's gonna be so mad if we don't wake her up.
Or maybe she'll be like, they have it all in hand. I don't need to worry so much about the Shine Brigade. Every time there's a media sensation, every time something comes up, we can handle ourselves. We don't, she doesn't need to worry about that because she's clearly been worrying about that. I'm not been seeing her. She's been tossing. She's nervous about it. We just can. But if you think we need to wake her up and get her all worried and act, oh, we can't handle this on our own. Okay, we can. I understand. We can do that.
Well, I guess you guys are going to deal with the media thing. I'll leave it up to you, and me and Michael can go talk to the toy maker about what he found.
Sure. Yeah, I think that seems good.
Are you sure we shouldn't wake her up?
I mean, what do you think, Delilah?
Well, I'd say we got this covered. Although I do, you earlier you said that there's no Tia Tumbleweed doesn't have any dirt on us, but I see some dirt behind your ear, and there's a little more under your fingernails. And I think maybe if you don't want to have any dirt on you, Rec, maybe you should consider a shower.
Oh, you can't smell things through the TV. Come on. That's silly. They can't notice that. Well, they gonna notice that on the TV? No. They gonna hear it on the radio? No, I'm good. See it in the newspaper? Please.
I mean, somebody could write a really filthy article about you,
Yeah,
With all
yeah.
that
And
dirt.
like the audience would be like, I don't believe it because I can't smell him right now. Like this could be a lie. Like there's no proof.
I guess that is a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, until they get smell-o-vision. I'll be doing things at my own pace, but thank you. I put on deodorant yesterday.
Crazy, there's no
so
smell
I think I'm
vision.
good. Yeah, it says it's 48 hours. It's 48 hours. It's not quite been 48 hours. It's
Is
like
there a
36.
DM ruling on whether or not smell-o-vision exists? Because it seems quite possible, given the tech that we have.
No, the technology for smell-o-vision has not come yet.
Was that just around?
Cordytech's been working on smell-o-vision, and I think they need to go down. I'm anti them on that one.
I think the biggest problem isn't like really that it's not possible, but that nobody really wants it.
Was that deodorant you put on? Was that before or after we went to the highly smelly sulfurous volcano city?
It was before I wanted to look nice and smell nice for a new city.
Yeah, that checks out.
I have a certain rugged musk about me at the moment. I think no shower and no alerting the knees. That sounds good to me. If that sounds good to you.
Anise is always up so early. If she's
Yeah.
taking a day to herself, maybe a spa day. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a reason why she's not up in here.
She's
with us.
so committed.
She
She
did.
is so committed. She deserves to not constantly have to worry about this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is great. This is great.
Okay, so
Got it.
Recklin and Delilah, you are going to see Jill Sargosa. Griff and Michael, you are going to see the toy maker. So we'll do the toy maker sequence first. So you guys walk down to the toy maker's laboratory, and you see that he is hard at work on a variety of projects. Once again, his desk is just filled to the brim with different things that move and spin and twist and twirl and make mechanical clicking noises. Hey, I'm glad that you could come down here. I'm assuming that you've come to hear about the things I've discovered about these artifacts.
Well, sure. I also just had a quick question for you.
Oh, of course, yes, anything.
Snowball around anywhere? Have you seen him recently?
You see that the toy maker looks around, looks underneath his desk. Not that I've seen, not this morning, no.
Do you know that he's traveling through the compound through the ventilation?
I did not know that.
Oh, well, I found him in my room, in my house, actually. He was fighting with Scooter. I don't know how Scooter got in there. Maybe he was using the vents as well. The reason I know it was the vents is because the vent was open when I came back, and Snowball was gone. So I just figured you might want to know about that.
Right, yes. If you'd like, we can put in a work order to repair the ventilation system in your room.
Well, I'm not worried about that as much as I'm worried about Snowball using the ventilation to travel around. I mean, that can't be safe, can it?
Well, you know the way the cats are. You can't really stop things when they want to do it.
All right. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. We can move on to
No,
your,
I appreciate that. Yes, the safety of our animals is of utmost importance. I agree.
All right.
Clearly, God. This guy is like passively gaslighting, like, yeah, no, it's pretty normal to let the pets in the ventilation. Like, if you're really concerned about it, like, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
sure,
I mean,
sure.
cats
It's like,
cat shit. They hang from roofs all the time. Like, I don't know
yeah,
what's
we can
what's
put
the
in a
deal
work
about that.
order. Yeah, no, I can escalate that. Sure, that's totally fine.
I just figured he was like a special shine power superpowers cat or something and just teleport it through the walls. I don't know.
I mean, Snowball's the one in all those hang in there posters, right?
That's Snowball? Every single one of them
Every
is
single
Snowball?
one of them.
He's a retired model.
That's Shine Brigade PR.
Somebody had mentioned some information about the crown and...
Yes, of course. Michael, quick question. Sorry, you said that Snowball got inside of your home, and then you changed it to room.
Well, I was room and then home. Yeah.
You mean like home as in you see the Shine compound as your home now, or...
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
great!
Yes.
That's so wonderful, Michael.
Exactly.
I'm so glad that you feel at home here.
Griff just looks at Michael like,
feel-
really, man?
I feel very comfortable and at home here.
Great. That is such relief. I'm so happy that you feel that way. Anyway, the gauntlet and the crown. It took us a little while to discern the properties of these. They're quite interesting and very dangerous. Griff, would you mind being sort of a demonstration? I promise nothing bad will happen to you. We've tested this on many things, and we're certain that it will not hurt you for more than a couple seconds.
Wait, a couple seconds.
Oh my god, this guy's fine with the animals and the ventilation. I don't trust this guy's risk taking.
Well, if you say it's safe, does it relate to the black stuff I found in there?
Yes, it does. I believe so, at least.
Okay, well, what do I need to do?
Just step into this large testing room, please.
Wait, I have to go in a different room?
Yes, it is for the safety of our other engineers.
Wait, hold on. If it's safe, then why can't it just be out in the open?
Griff, as a fellow man of science, you have to understand that we have to take certain precautions to protect people that are not as attuned to the Shine as you are.
Okay, if you say so.
Michael gives Griff a big pat on the back and says, "Go get him."
You think this is okay?
Probably.
Okay. I'll go in this room.
First, you see the toy maker pull out this gauntlet where parts of it seem to like flicker out of the light as though it was temporarily cast into the shadow, even though there's no shadow to be cast. He puts it on and closes the fist for a second, and you see that a black orb appears in a circle right on top of you. You feel the same way that a couple others felt when they got hit by the same thing. The toy maker says, "This gauntlet prevents the ability of Shine. There is no Shine that can pass through this. There is no Shine that can be activated inside of it. It's outside of magic that we've seen before. Griff, if you wouldn't mind, could you try to activate your Shine abilities?
I don't feel good.
If you don't feel good, we don't have to do this.
No, I'll try. It's just such a... And I'll just try to turn my powers on and just, like, try to flicker my armor over me.
Yeah, Griff, you've felt this before in the past. This feeling of being disconnected from the Shine, this fleeting sense of warmth falling out of your body, this cold touch that permeates throughout your entire self. It feels wrong.
Can you turn that thing off?
Oh, yes, of course. Opens the fist again, and you see that the orb dissipates.
That technology, the flickering, doesn't that seem familiar? The pollinator. It had something similar, didn't it?
I think it must have been. It was the same color, but I don't... There are applications to this that we don't understand yet.
I mean, all we knew about the pollinator was that it was using it as some sort of, like, camouflage, hiding its signal. What other uses could there be for it?
Urga and the volcano also had a darkness attack.
I'll look at the toy maker and... So, what else have you discovered about it?
We just know that this void energy prevents any of our Shine tech from working. The crystals that we usually store latent light in don't operate when placed under this void energy.
So no Shine at all works.
No Shine at all.
This is cerulean technology, isn't it?
It's difficult to say. We don't know the origin because we've never seen it before.
Cerulean didn't have anything like this during the war, right?
Not that I remember, at least.
I never remember my father speaking of anything like it.
That mysterious figure we saw in the volcano. He had that void darkness too.
I wonder if it's connected to him or Frown or whose
It all
power
has to be
is
connected
this?
some way. There's no way that multiple entities came up with this at the same time. This has to be the work of one, an individual.
We have to go find that person, whoever he was, and get answers.
So what about the crown?
Yes, the crown. You see, inside of its crest, there is this indigo crystal. As you might know, Griff, the research for indigo crystals is still very experimental. There are a lot of frequencies that we don't quite understand, and the effects that it has on one's mind are not absolute. However, this crown of indigo seems to have an effect on influencing the minds of people. We could have another demonstration if you're still feeling okay, Griff.
Why don't you let me take this one?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'll step into the room. And is the crown in the room?
So the crown is not in the room. The toy maker is holding the crown. The toy maker will give it to you as you go inside.
So I just put this on?
Yes, you're going to want to imagine something that you want from everybody around you. You're going to want to think really hard on it. Obviously, don't make it anything too destructive, but maybe something fun, like we'll all do jumping jacks, or we'll all spin in a circle.
Okay. I think the first thing that Michael's mind goes to is he thinks of safe and he thinks of strong. And so I think the two things that combine that to him are everybody growing in size, getting bigger, their muscles as well as their body, so that everyone can keep themselves safe.
Okay, so you put the crown on, you think of everybody sort of being safe and getting bigger. You put the crown on and you sort of see nothing much happen. Doesn't seem like their faces change. It doesn't seem like the people around you change much at all. But you feel weird. You feel this overwhelming sense that you need to protect people, and it sort of overwhelms your mind. You put the crown on, and suddenly it becomes the only thing that you can think about. Protection, protecting others, making sure that nothing will harm them. It begins to envelop you a little bit, and you begin to feel this anxiousness bubble up from within you. The people in your life aren't safe. There are things out there that are trying to hurt them. You can't be there for everybody. How could you? You must be there for everybody.
No.
And then the crown is taken off your head by the toy maker. The crown has another property. It can overwhelm one's emotions. It sort of can influence the minds of everybody, including its wearer.
Yeah, I think that's the part I got. Doesn't look like anything else happened to anyone else here.
The effects can be subtle. We've put this crown on people who wanted, for example, to slack off. And suddenly everybody in the warehouse took a week off and just lounged around until, a person came down here and realized what was happening and took the crown off.
So it's a form of mind control?
It is a form of mind control. It's more of a mass suggestion, really. It seems to only work one time per day, and then its latent shine seems to fizzle until the next day.
Interesting.
Why didn't it work just now?
Why
did it provide the other effect?
It probably did work, but your desire might not have been as obvious as, something like taking a day off. These are available to you if you so wish, but I must warn you, these are very dangerous artifacts to be carrying around, and we don't know much about the void power or dangers that this gauntlet could carry. However, I trust your opinion, and you being the saviors of the realm and the Shine Brigade, I am here to support you in any way that I can.
Griff and Michael probably turn and look at each other. I don't know, what do you think?
I think we should at least take them with us and then see what the rest of the party wants us to do with them. I don't know if it's a decision we should make without them, but I mean, if this is at our disposal, I would love at least the opportunity to take it to my room and study it for myself for a little bit.
I agree. I think there's more information for us to get out of this, and we should get the rest of the group's input as well. I'm just worried if we're carrying around things that can make us useless, that those things might be used against us.
That's a good point. I don't know what the safest course of action is, but I'm sure Recklin, Anise, and Delilah will know.
All right, yes, feel free to take this with you. Griff, let me know if you find anything new. And if either of you need to let off a little bit of steam, I have some munitions testing that I've been meaning to get around to. Feel free to come on down whenever you're free.
We'll take you up on that.
We shoot it at the interns. Life safety doesn't exist here.
Recklin and Delilah, you are going to see Jill Sargosa.
Yep. I see no possible issue with this.
Nope, none at all.
Got it.
I want to, before this happens, I want to make it known Delilah has custom ordered a sweatshirt, and the graphic is like a severed fish head, and like a cartoon one with like an X instead of an I.
So Jill Sargosa is.
Oh, sorry,
my
Tia
friend.
Tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Tia Tumbleweed.
Jill's been pretty cool, right?
No,
What are you having against
Tia
Jill?
Tumbleweed. I just wanted to be known that before whatever goes down. This has already been in the works, and Delilah is planning on wearing it to the photo shoot.
So you have that sweatshirt custom made.
Yeah.
And you make your way up to see Jill Sargosa in the media lab. Jill Sargosa is sort of sitting at a rectangular table, and she has both of her hands frantically scratching the back of her head in her hair. You see that she's been very stressed as of late. She has a couple empty cups of coffee that have started to pile up in the corner. You walk up, and when you give a little knock on the door, she like jumps. Yes, please come in. Recklin and Delilah, it's nice to see you. How was your trip to Cloud 7?
I don't want to go into it. It's a bit too metaphysical for me to really want to get into this moment. It seems like that's a lot of coffee. Big coffee drinker?
Oh, yeah. Just I've had to work a lot.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sorry. Yes, please take a seat. Take a seat.
Okay.
Can I get you anything to drink?
Water?
Water, yes, of course.
Yeah, hit me up. Another one of them waters.
2 waters. Doug, if you wouldn't mind, 2 waters, please. Yes, thank you. We received a phone call from Tia Tumbleweed. She claims that she has information that could help lead to the capture of the people who kidnapped Mikhail Cordonarius.
Oh.
Yes, it's very specific, and she says that there were people inside the building and that her film crew got a glimpse of one of the vans that they came in. But she's refusing to release that footage until... I'm sorry, is Griff here?
Yeah, he's downstairs. Should we go get him?
Maybe it's better for now that I just talk to you about it so we can be a little bit more level-headed. She's demanding a one-on-one interview with Griffin Cordonarius in exchange for information on the people that were at Cordytech the day that everything happened. And, well, I guess I'm not sure what to do.
God damn it. This lady, man.
I don't think we negotiate like that, personally. I think I would rather go in and no, we're not actually setting up that precedent, are we? That people can give us threats of, like, we need interviews, but instead of, like, this important, lives are on stake, and you're seriously going to put people's lives at stake for a freaking interview? I absolutely not. No, you told her no. You told her to go shove her head up her own ass, right? Obviously. Immediately. You said this to her.
I wish I could have said exactly that, but I feel like I need to approach these situations with more tact. Trust me, Recklin, if I had $1 for every time I wanted to tell Tia Tumbleweed to shove something phallic up her bum, I would be a very rich person, okay?
Yeah.
But this is information. This is a potential. And it could be rough. It could be rough. The public image of the Shine Brigade is very important, and if the interview goes poorly, that could reflect badly on us. But then again, information on the people that were at Cordytech could help us in our battle against Frown.
Well, she's lying. She totally would lie about something like this. And then every time, we're every media is gonna say, oh, we have information about that big old bumblebee. We found its serial number. We happen to find that in a little bit of a wreckage in a pool. So if you just head over now and take an all exclusive interview with Squirrel 7 News, where are we gonna be? Constantly doing these little interviews for little false bits of information. It sets up a precedent. I know.
Recklin, Griffin's been pretty beat up since his dad went missing.
You're right. It's not my call. On this one, that's fair, but it's just wrong with her.
There's one more thing that you might want to see. You see that Jill Sargosa flips her laptop around to you two and plays a video. We recovered footage that was in Cordytech the night of the attack. Security feeds, things to perhaps help us figure out who was there. But, well, I guess you'll just have to see. You watch security footage of the room, the lab that you guys went into, the second person that you guys encountered when you were climbing up Cordytech. The person that slammed the coffee pot on the wall and then ran out before they gave you the pass. The person that didn't match the pass. You see yourselves, you see perfect condition, and then there's this void glitch that leaves the room and walks out. Its form is obscured. more footage plays. The caterer that you encountered on the very first floor, the camera feed shows an obscured void. You go and talk to the obscured void, and then it walks out of the building.
Oh no.
I knew we shouldn't have let them leave.
We trusted them. We were trying to help.
That's so sneaky.
I would love to believe that Tia Tumbleweed was lying here, but I think that she might not be. Which is probably the one time in my entire life that I've had to say that.
I just wish there was some sort of shine magic or something that we could, disguise someone else's griffin to keep him out of harm's way.
I've actually been working on something.
There it is. Like, come on.
It's using the mirror cape where it sounds kind of stupid. You put it over your head, and then I kind of save like a configuration, like the reflection of someone else in the past, and it just kind of, you get it. I've been working on it, but it gives the approximation of a kind of a form that's not exactly myself. I don't know if I can 100% do Griff with it. I would be willing to try, actually. I would be willing to try. If I could get a couple hours with him, I think I might be able to disguise myself as him.
Yeah.
Using the mirror cape, and we could do the interview, and then maybe, but then, that's interesting. This
She
is
uses
interesting.
Gotcha journalism. She like lures you into a false information.
And then I got her. Yeah, give her the information, and then we do the interview, and gotcha, and then I give her a middle finger and we leave.
Like, because she's gonna try to catch Griff off guard, but if she's not talking to Griff,
You're right. I'm unshakable. I cannot be caught off guard. You know why? Because I have mirrors all around me at that point. Like this is why they pay you the big bucks. This is a phenomenal idea. I'm so happy just the two of us are up here. I mean, I guess we can talk with the rest of the group because this is important enough to Griff's life. As much as I would be tempted to just go and say, hey, Jill, we got you right here, and we'll give her a little room, do it on her own. But we probably should tell Griff. But that is a phenomenal idea, and I think we need to come to the group strongly with this idea. Also, that footage is wolf. Do we need to keep peepers out for more like this? Should we be making more shaman reads and stuff? And should we? I don't know. It just hadn't occurred to me that we need to be a lot more perceptive of, enemy shine stuff. I don't know. It's just embarrassing. I don't know. I feel like I should have been able to sense that out. Didn't notice anything.
I had a feeling, but I didn't want to talk about it. I think I'm getting better at seeing things like that.
Okay. Well, sorry we made an environment where you didn't want to talk about it. It's also a fire, so it's not going on. Okay.
It was less environment I didn't want to talk about it and just not really, knowing what I was seeing at the time.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah.
I'm sorry if I
Oh
might.
yeah. What's
If
up?
I might, Recklin, you are wonderful. You are handsome, and you have great camera presence. But have you ever experienced a one-on-one interview?
I have not, but I've had many conversations with people, and I can't imagine it'd be too bit different. It's much more of just as a conversation recorded in perpetuity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How hard can it be, really? I mean, they do it on TV all the time.
Ask me a question right now. Yeah, are you ready for television? Because clearly I'm ready.
Well, you have to understand it's less like a conversation and more like an interrogation.
Okay, I mean, I'm not scared. I have nothing that I have a couple things, but they're never gonna know. But it's fine. So we'll just go back with the group. But I'm good for any if you ever need someone to be unshakable in an interview, you got me. But
Yeah. Sorry. Isn't he awake?
okay,
can we talk to Denise?
we can talk to Denise. We just wanted to let her know that we can do this on our own, and that we don't constantly need Anise to be worried about us being able to unhandle media. As you can see,
Right.
Clearly we can handle our media. So we don't need to be worried in the future. But yeah, we can go wake her up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll discuss. We'll make a note to discuss this later.
You looked relaxed when we first came in. You're looking even more relaxed now. I can tell I've really calmed you.
You have that effect on people, Recklin.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry about that. All right, let's go page Anise. Do you have a cell phone or do you have a buzzer? Or?
Sure. Yeah. I could call her.
Maybe you can send Scooter down to her room.
I got you.
I'd wake her up.
Oh no! She would. I'd politely knock at that door.
The time is 9:45. Anise is freshly showered, fully dressed. has herself put together nicely, nice pair of slacks, some low heels, right? She's like trying to prep for the day. She's looking in the mirror, just getting herself ready and taking some deep breaths, throws back some acetaminophen.
Some Pedialyte.
Yeah, exactly. Pedialyte.
Got your emergency packet ready too.
Exactly. Just as she's looking in the mirror, pepping herself up, the door knocks. Oh, come in.
You first, Delilah.
Oh, hey, niece.
Oh, hi. Sorry, it was...
You let us into your room?
She says, come in. The door's locked. She doesn't remember locking it. Yeah, but she did say come in. The door is locked, though.
Would you let me roll a sleight of hand?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I feel the door like jiggle and not notice that it's locked. But this isn't the first time I've encountered a door I'm not supposed to.
Pulls like a paper clip.
Yeah, I got a 12.
A 12. I mean, this is not a super complicated lock. Sort of, the security system of the Shine compound is really in the outer doors and not the inner doors. You kind of like jam it in and you hear clicking noise.
Yeah, I assume I get this done before Anise realizes.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, and come in, and Delilah's standing in the room.
You see like I said before, a pristine-looking hotel room, cookie cutter kind of room.
Are all the drink glasses still?
The tables are mostly cleared. If you're rather astute, you might notice the drink glasses sitting on a shelf, like under the nightstand.
I'd roll perception for that. Ooh, that's a 13.
Yeah, you see like the two margarita glasses, the shot glass, and the other
Okay.
drink glass.
I feel like if it's at least cleaned up, Delilah wouldn't say anything about it, but it was just lying all over the place. So she's like, hey, Anise.
Oh, hi, you two. So, you're here. Sorry, I was a little bit later than usual. Is there something?
First of, I mean, there is something, and it's actually a little unfortunate, but we do have it in hand, so no need to worry. We there was Jill called it a media situation, but we handled it because we didn't want to worry you.
Wait, hold on. Wait, there was a media situation?
Yeah, there was a media situation.
There was
and we did handle it.
And you
because
handled
we
it.
did not want to worry you.
And
Because,
and was Jill there with you
Jill was
handling
there.
this?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Jill was, we talked about it.
You talked about
We talked about it.
Did
We've not
Jill,
done anything yet.
she like subconsciously gone for the bottle of painkillers and puts it down again.
No, Denise. I think all of our intentions here was not because we can handle
Okay.
ourselves. You don't need to worry about us all the time with medias.
So, thank you for thinking of me.
You're
Recklin.
welcome. Yes.
I really appreciate it. Delilah, what did he do?
Well, good news. Tia Tumbleweed wants to give us information that could help us track down Mikhail Cordnarius.
Tia Tumbleweed wants to help us?
Yeah, she does. Just as soon as Griff has a one-on-one interview with her.
You just see her, expressions.
Yeah, so we were thinking, and Recklin had this great idea of disguising himself as Griff.
Yeah, I've been learning a way to do it. It's like you record the angles, and it can kind of give the reflection as if you're the other person. I put the cape over my head so I could be him. And then he wouldn't have there would be no catching of him in any kind of adverse situation because I'm unshakable.
I mean, really, he's the best man for the job.
Yeah. And then we're not negotiating because then she gives her the info and then we say, oh, papa, and I take off my cape and it's like, we don't negotiate with this.
Think
we
about
don't
it.
do this. We are the Shine Brigade. We don't mess around with your games. If we go out, guns a-blazing.
Tia's gone
Not
after
literally.
Michael. She's gone after Griff. She hasn't gone after Recklin because Recklin's unshakable.
Unshakable.
Look, okay. Hold on. Ignoring for a moment that you're like 1.5 feet taller than Griff.
I'll squat over. It's fine. I'll go on my knees. We'll make it happen.
And do you
then
think
I
she
can put some
wouldn't
heels on
notice
my
that?
knees to make it the right height. it all figured out. That part's fine.
Look.
Don't worry about that part.
You also sound a little bit different. Broader shoulders, maybe.
No, I sound just like Griff if I really try. No, my father's a good man. He would never do something against your city. I have it in
Look,
hand. I'm just
look,
confused as to what the holdup is here. It's flawless, Anise.
You know, the characterization, that's pretty spot on. But the voice. Well, look, let's put this idea on the back burner.
Okay.
For a moment. Tell me, you were talking about this with who? Actually, yeah. How did you find this out? Media situation?
Oh, Jill gave us she told us there was a media situation that we needed to address.
Okay, so Jill has
and
the lead.
so we went
Okay,
up and
good,
we
good,
addressed
good.
it very quickly. Yeah. Oh, and then also there's the video. There was some video of us. Actually, this one's not as fun. There was some video recordings of us in the Cornerius in the tower.
What did we do wrong in the tower?
No, I mean
we didn't do anything wrong in the tower.
So all the you could probably we'll show the video around after this, but it looks like some of those caterers and stuff like that who they might have been some evil void energy things and some kind of weird ghostly voidy apparition things, and we didn't detect that, and they probably were kind of the reason this all happened, and they were imposters and they were maybe behind the whole thing, and we didn't see it happen at the moment, and we were just so caught up in it, and that's kind of unfortunate, but it's it is what it is.
Okay. Well, that's a lot.
That's a nice vase, by the way.
I think Delilah gets a text from Griff, but it is clearly not Griff that is texting.
How does my phone get destroyed?
It says, "Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in the newsroom? Griff and I need to talk with y'all."
Delilah's gonna send back an emoji of a camera, a rainbow, and then fire.
You receive back, "I don't know, ...
Just
what
Michael,
that
let me
means, ...
just- Oh, it looks like Recklin's doing an interview. Okay.
How did you figure that out from 3 symbols?
The youth. It's so clear. You just wouldn't get it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll let you do the texting from now on.
All right, I'll head upstairs to meet into the common room with our newfound, totally not cursed artifact.
Okay, so you all make your way back to the common room. You get caught up on the happenings, everything that's going on. You fill each other in on what you guys have seen, and we start from there.
I can't do an interview with her.
I don't know if it's a good idea for any of us to be doing an interview with her. You included breakfast. Look,
Unshakable. They put me in hurricane and earthquake prone zones. You know why? Unshakable. Supportive.
do they?
They
Do
do.
they? Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, you see, a one-on-one interview is a little bit different than a
Okay.
hurricane, right? See, hurricanes are more chaotic situations, right? They target a whole wide area. One-on-one interview is more like a tornado coming directly down on the house you're in.
What does Recklin always say? We're the Shine Brigade.
We're Shine Brigade.
Should the Shine Brigade be afraid of Tia Tumbleweed?
No.
Should we just give in to
Yes,
her?
we should.
We should not. No.
The Shine Brigade should take it head on.
Yeah.
There's got to be another way we can get this information.
Right? Isn't there
Right.
some like technology thing you can do? Right? Like
hack into the mainframe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's
Can you
not
hack into
how
their
it works
mainframe?
at all.
What do you mean that's not how it works? You just push a bunch of buttons
Yeah,
and you
I've
hack
seen
into the mainframe. I've seen this a dozen times in movies.
It's probably stored on like a hard drive or something. There's no connection to internet.
Well, you could still get the information, right?
How hard can the drive be?
Thank you for that.
Let me try to put it in a fishing analogy, maybe. It's like trying to fish with a pole that has no line attached to it.
Oh yeah.
Does that make
Options to
sense?
spirit, yeah.
And to spirit, we have to actually be there.
For an interview.
For an interview. Yeah. 2 parties. Split parties, just like you're mentioning, Michael. One crew on there, find the hard drive, spearing it. The other one me, unshakable. Nobody's saying no to any of these ideas, and I'm loving this energy we have. This is very collaborative. This is good. This feels very, very good. But ultimately, in all seriousness, Griff, if you forgive this, I know this plan's a slightly risky, but the idea of you caving to this kind of threat. I mean, that's more preposterous than my plan, caving to her threats like this. But if you want to do that, and I can understand if you're not willing to risk that information. This does make some more risk to that information. If you're not comfortable with that, that is your call.
I don't know. I should ask Jason what to do about this. He might know what to do. Give me a second to call him, and I'll call up Jason Ivy.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring. You hear a click from the other end. Griff, is that you?
Jason?
Yeah, yes, it's me, Jason Ivy. Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, Jason, you're shouting again. You can just speak normally.
Well, we're a long distance away. I need to yell so you can hear me. Isn't that how it works?
Sure, yeah. Anyway, Jason, we think we might have some information on where my father is.
What's the information?
Well, that's the problem, is we can't do it unless I do an interview with Tia Tumbleweed.
And you don't want to do this.
No, you don't know what she's like, Jason. That might even be worse than not getting the information at all.
I hear you, Griff. What is Tia Tumbleweed like?
She's like a harpy that's just there to rip out your organs every day and then watch them grow back and then do it again.
I see. Griff, do you mind if I give you a little bit of advice?
Sure, Jason.
Griff, when I was in the fields of Cerulean, you know what happened there? There were harpies all over the battlefield. We called them the enemy. All right? They would come and they would rip your heart out in a second if you allowed them. You know what you do, Griff?
What?
You never allow them. And you know how that happens?
Don't go on the battlefield?
No, Griff. The battlefield is where all the action happens. Without the battlefield, nothing can get done. But the thing that separates us from them is that we had each other, Griff. We had friends. We had the people that relied on us. And we had people to rely on, Griff. Does that make sense?
So, I should do the interview?
Griff, I can't answer that question for you. I think the real question, Griff, is do you have people that you can rely on?
Yeah, I think so.
If you have those, Griff, you can do anything.
Okay, well, I should get back, Jason, but thank you.
Griff.
And if you find anything, let me know.
I'm still looking. I'm deep in the trenches, Griff. I know that I'm onto something, and I'll call you when I find it. Also,
Okay.
I miss you. Don't forget to eat.
I've totally eaten today. He has not eaten today.
Griff, I know that's a lie. I stored some dino nuggets in the freezer at the Shine compound. You can go get them and heat them up. It'll take 15 minutes.
Oh, if I hadn't eaten, then I would totally do that. Okay, bye. I gotta go.
Yes, I'll talk to you. Get out of here. Oh my God. Sorry, Griff. Nothing to worry about. I got this under control. And then you hear beep, 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 beep.
I don't know if I should be worried about that or not, but okay. Recklin, your plan is crazy, but I trust you.
Oh.
And I think we should do it. If you think it's the right idea, then we'll do it.
Like,
I think it's an amazing idea.
I'm not sure how much I like it, but I mean, if we did go in and got all the information we needed ourselves, just using interview as a front, would that work?
You know, when Tia interviewed me, it was really tough. I do have to say, but her tactics are trying to tear down people that are doing good. You just have to remember that we're doing good. Nothing else matters. We're doing good. I think you got this, Recklin.
Look, we'd have to make sure you had some really good disguise.
Okay, yeah.
Like really, really good disguise.
Okay, I can only do this once per day, so I'm nervous to try it out before I need to be like ready to roll. You're gonna have to trust me that I can put my little cape on,
Have to.
and then like for like an hour, it kind of looks like another person. So maybe if you give me like a cool hat, we can kind of like, and then do with heels, because like if I'm half my height, I'm not quite his height. So I'm on my knees, and then if I have like some platforms on top of my knees, then I'll be the right height. You understand? Yeah. Okay. So we're good there. So when we put like a fun hat,
I'll work on the shoe platform.
You
Shoe
can cast it
platforms.
with your bell slots too.
oh shit, I can. Oh wait, okay, I can't do this multiple times today. Hold on, let me think real hard. Let me think about mine. I've had disguised self this whole time, and I've been nervous because I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna make this make sense? Like it's a mirror, and it reflects like it holds the reflection because of magic. Yeah. I've been nervous about this whole power this like entire time. Like I don't know how to make it make sense, but it makes sense. So I guess okay, I'll try it out now. Hold on. Okay. I'm Griff. Okay, I'm ready. I'm Griff. And I put the little mirror cape on and cast this guy's self. I imagine it looks like if you look into like a shattered mirror pane and just kind of like the wonky different angles, and it's like imagining if there's like a 3D version of like a bunch of shattered mirror reflections, so it's like wonky, weird, like polygonal version of you. It's not quite right. It's kind of unsettling, and the eyes are looking like two different ways. And I'm like,
Oh dear God!
I'm Griffin.
Please make it stop.
I'm Griffin, and I'm not gonna cave to anything you say.
No,
Tia
please,
Tumbleweed.
Gabe.
Am I nailing it?
This isn't gonna work at all. This isn't gonna work at all.
What are you doing?
Go grab like a mirror off the wall and just show it directly.
Okay. Oh, that's terrifying. Hold on now. Well, let me make some adjustments here. Hold on. Let me just like pull out a little wrench and a little screwdriver, and just like there's sounds of like tapping and you're just seeing like the different like the eyes going left, right, and things are moving around really weird. Like, hold on. Okay. Made some adjustments here. If I pull this lever, it looks marginally better. It's like if you kind of look at it too hard, you definitely still see the different angles, but it's in low light. It could potentially look like you.
Maybe we'll give you some more time to work on that.
Okay. We'll get some time on that.
There's actually something. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but what if we just? And I can't believe I'm about to say this. What if we just try to steal it?
No, hold on.
Trust me, I've been working on something, and I think it might be able to help.
Oh.
And I'll pull out one of my microbots and like grab like an apple off the tray on the living room table, and I'll call my shine armor around me, and I'll just go, "Shine armor, unseen," and then you just see like a little light kind of like spill out of the microbot, and the apple starts to fuzz, and it just disappears as I cast Pass Without Trace on it.
Sweet.
You
That's
mage
cool.
hand pass without trace the apple.
Or I just used a microbot to like shine light on it,
Oh.
and it disappeared. I mean, with this, we could just walk in and out, and no one would ever know.
I think it comes down to what we think is worse. Whatever dirt Tia has on Griff, or us stealing from Tia. Which sounds worse to everybody.
I mean, corporate to corporate theft is, not unheard of.
You think we could spin this in a good way?
Well, no, I mean, you don't spin this. No one talks about it, but it's advertising. It happens.
That scared was a baby.
I have another idea.
First one.
Why don't we... Could we find dirt on her?
I was thinking that might be an interesting...
Go sneak around, see if we can't find some dirt on her.
Did we try that?
I have not tried it. I don't know if we...
I mean, is
That's even harder to
blackmail
find.
worse than theft?
I don't know. I don't have a crime list. I can't rank them. I don't know. I'm nervous about all this. I think, I don't know. You'll choose the crime. I'll just commit it.
Look, the only trouble here is what if we do get caught?
Yeah.
Is this a good look for us?
Was what I was worried about. Being so close to Tia, I mean, if there's a story, she's probably going to find it.
That's concerning. You said there was that footage showed some void person instead of the one we talked to. Was that like Quartertech footage, or was that... I guess what I'm worried about is what if their cameras in there can see past Recklin in disguise, or can see past your robot's light trick there.
That's a good point.
What's worrying me more right now is if we do something that they don't want, are they going to use that footage to try to blackmail us?
There are definitely risks with both ways. I think we just need to make a decision. There's a lot more that we got to get done today.
Nobody make eye contact with me. I told you guys, I don't want to decide this. I'm getting overwhelmed. All of these are looking bad. And then, because I feel like she's going to say some I don't know. There's a
we do
she's peddling.
have we do have a more conventional option.
Yeah, we do.
We could let Griff handle that interview. We would practice first, right? We would prepare some things you could say against questions we'd expect her to ask, and you could memorize those. And if you've got those memorized, then you can hopefully with some practice you can keep yourself composed and answer it whatever it is that she has to say, still looking good.
Listen, I love throwing Griff into situations he shouldn't be in as much as anybody else does, but that's playing exactly into Tia Tumbleweed's hands. She expects that, and she's still going to be ready to drop some sort of thing on him out of the blue. She ran away with the story about he ran away from her, and she ran away with the story, and it just won't work. We needed to have the upper hand on Tia. We need to do something she couldn't possibly expect.
Do you think we could try to turn it around into an interview of her? I mean, I don't know if this thing is supposed to be live or whatever, but if it were,
We can negotiate the terms, require it to be live. That seems maybe actually bad in our favor, depending on how this could go off.
that's true. But if we could reveal that they're holding hostage information that could save people's lives and impeding the Shine Brigade, then perhaps we can ruin her whole operation.
I don't know. I feel like she just counters around with the security footage that we saw. Like, she's got that.
She provided that to us. Yeah. She probably has something worse. That's probably the smallest taste of what she might have access to.
Wait, did she provide us?
Did she? I thought
thought
she
that
did. I thought she did.
That was the Quartertech
I thought she gave that somehow. Okay, she didn't provide that.
Yes, those were just the quarter-tech cameras.
Oh, never mind then. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah,
She could work with that, right?
Wait, did she have the
I was under the
information?
impression
We should really
Yeah.
talk to Jill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Should probably wrap Jill in this conversation.
probably give her a little pass by on this. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you're going to go see Jill Sargosa?
Yeah.
You see that she looks even more stressed than she was before. She's sort of like, if you take a peek like over her shoulder, you see like she's mocking up like a sketch of ways to like spin Recklin dressed as Griff. She's like ripping pages out like, no, that won't work, and like throwing it frustrated against the wall, and then like putting two fingers between the bridge of her nose. She kind of looks up in surprise and sees you and kind of like wipes the table of stuff and says, "Oh, Shine Brigade, yes, come in, please."
Jill, so we need to know, where was the video from?
The footage that we got came straight from the Quartertech live feed. The security cameras, that's where we got them from.
Do you know if Tia has it?
We don't think that Tia has it. We have no reason to believe that.
This interview with Griff, did she mention anything about it being live?
She mentioned it being live. Yes, it is a live interview.
I have an idea. Michael holds up the crown. Griff and I learned something while we were down in the lab. This crown can allow us to change the tides of the crowd behind them and have them turn on Tia Tumbleweed and support us.
Ooh.
They would finally be done with her antics.
Wait, you're thinking of using crown that kid was wearing to control the dragon to control millions of viewers?
I think it's worth a shot. I think it's the best sounding plan we've come up with so far. Griff does the interview, he kills it, and we never have to worry about her again.
I just don't know if it's right to use.
You saw the way that kid was affected, right? He was like overcome with some sort of distorted sense of reality. I mean, what if that happens to Griff?
I experienced it as well for a short moment. We
When
need someone
was
else. When I was down in the lab with Griff, we were being shown a demonstration.
Oh, you... okay.
As long as someone pulls the crown off of Griff's head, he cannot do it himself. Someone has to pull that crown off of him.
I don't think I'm comfortable using that on people. I just don't think that's right.
Listen, we don't have to respond immediately. We still have time to think things through, and we don't have to decide on this immediately. Maybe it's best that we mull through it a little bit and think of a good solution, and then come back later and try to decide what to do about this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
How long do we have?
Tia Tumbleweed won't wait long. Maybe a couple of days.
Couldn't you just put out a story that Tia Tumbleweed is threatening the Shine Brigade with blackmail?
Tia Tumbleweed is a force of power. She has a following, and it's not easy to shake a following without something that's very concrete. And even when we do get something concrete, it's not guaranteed that will change their minds. I'm afraid this is not something that we can solve through PR alone, which is unfortunate, sure. let's think about it, okay?
I could just do the interview. I mean, how bad could it go?
Jill, how harsh do you think Doug and the others can be if we need to set up a practice interview?
Tia Tumbleweed and I went to the same college. We went through the same classes. I think that I can put together an interview that'll, I'm sorry, Griff, absolutely ruin you, if that's what we need.
Oh, God.
That is history I was not expecting. But that's useful history. Do you think you can do it, Griff?
I mean, we need this information. I can't just pass on an opportunity to save my father.
Any objections?
This is Griff's call, as far as I see it. I'm going to support you in any which way that you deem appropriate.
I don't think it's a good idea, but I'll listen to what you want to do, Griff.
Yeah, let's just do the interview. When our second best options are mind control and stealing, I just...
Or disguising myself like you. Yeah, I get your point, though.
Stealing everyone's hearts.
The second best option is definitely Doppel Griffin.
I think Recklin might need a little more time on that one.
I'll keep working on it. Well, while you're doing your interview thing, I'll work on that independently, just for future things, just in case. This could be funny.
Griff, are you sure?
Yeah.
I need to warn you, the next 2 weeks will be filled with practice interviews, and it will probably be the most grueling 2 weeks of your entire life. Are you ready for that?
I'll look around at my teammates. We stopped a volcano from erupting. This can't be harder than that.
And he shivers, remembering her time in school.
What if Mikhail Cornelius doesn't have 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Your choice, Griff. We could do the interview today, if you wanted.
I mean, normally I would say I need time to prepare, but maybe Delilah's right. I'm not sure the farther we get from his disappearance, the less likely it is we find him, right? Let's just do it today.
I have some phone calls to make and a lot of preparations. What time feels good for you?
As soon as you can, I guess.
All right.
Can we choose our location for that? Can we choose where we do the interview?
I could try to talk to Tia Tumbleweed about that.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to insist upon being able to vet out where this is. Wherever she's picking, it can at least be a secondary location, but it cannot be the initial one. I don't know what her plan is, but we need to at least agree upon the location.
We could do it in the hologram training room.
I mean, I know what you have planned there, but...
I wish I had a plan.
It's a room of endless possibility. I understand that. But it just as long as it's not somewhere... Because what if she has some dastardly plan involved in the situation and she has something rigged or, I don't know, need to make sure the location's not where she chooses initially.
Yeah, so about that, what does the gauntlet do?
Well, Griff, you tried it out. Maybe you want to explain it?
Remember in the Jump King when he cast that spell that turned off your shine powers? Well, this dark energy seems to allow you to prevent shine powers from working. When this gauntlet's used, we have no access to the shine at all, and no shine devices will work either. It just seems to block magic completely.
So it could shut down something like a recording camera if it needed to?
Yeah, almost certainly. It definitely could.
That is a pretty good idea.
All right, well, I will call Tia Tumbleweed or Action 5 News and set up this interview immediately. I'll try to get it on site if possible. Griff, perhaps it's better if you stay back for a couple minutes so we can discuss the logistics and maybe all of the things that Tia Tumbleweed might ask you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why don't we head for the Indigo Room and we can kind of scope things out.
I need to talk to Pony Puppy Pants.
So, Griff, you're staying behind with Jill Sargosa for a little while just to discuss logistics.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the Shine Brigade.
Brigade.
The Shine Brigade.
The Shine Brigade.
Our new product.
The rest.
Shine.
The rest of the Shine Brigade.
Shine.
Coming out of the ass.
Let your ass shine today with the Shine Bidet.
I mean, the branding options are just
God.
huge, right?
Right themselves.
Shine Brigade. You make your way down to the Indigo Room, where you see that Pony Puffy Pants is waiting for you. Pony Puffy Pants, as always, sort of maintains a certain stature. Very proud, very large unicorn. Always has this like glorious look on his face. His mane sort of seems to magically like drift back and forth in a non-existent breeze. Shine Brigade, welcome back. It is Good to see you. It seems that your expedition to Cloud 7 went all right.
Mission mostly successful.
We've got another crisis on our hands, right? An interview with Tia Tumbleweed.
And this is a crisis, you say?
Well, yes. I mean, have you seen her coverage? Now, look, sorry, Michael, but she totally destroyed Michael for quite a while after interviewing him. Some of the questions that she fired.
I didn't think it was that bad.
She made Griff run away through the crowd after we got done with the burning building. There's some serious PR problems to be had there.
Yeah, not just PR, though. So the thing is, and I didn't want to say this when Griff was around, because I thought it'd make him feel sad. Why is she so invested in specifically in Griff? Like, there's some reasons, but I don't think it's just we have Griff's pride or self-worth on the table, because that's on the table with any interview. There's clearly, I don't know, there's something more. There's something more with the Cerulean conflict. That angle she's been spinning with it. I'm not foolish to think she's not going to angle that in. She may be, I don't know. It seems like she's been stoking up those like that Cerulean narrative again, and I don't understand the game there. So it isn't just a matter of she's gonna destroy him, because like obviously she's gonna destroy his ego and stuff like that. Like that's a given, and no matter if interviewing prepping is gonna completely help that. And it's just but that's the sacrifice of being in the Shine Brigade. But it's this larger bit of it. Like why? She just doesn't want to destroy him. There's something bigger there, and I don't like that there's a risk here we don't understand, and it seems big. We don't know what we stand to lose at all here. So that's why it's a bit of a crisis, I guess, because we don't know what we're losing.
So, Cloud 7, how did the fight go?
Central Shine Capacitor was under attack by this tall figure. He seemed to use void energy, but then he also used shine magic.
What?
He made vines grow out of the floor.
The dark void energy spread across the room.
What? You said that he made vines spread out through the floor? How did he do this?
He channeled shine magic through his sword.
Could you describe to me what he looks like again?
He was
Tall, dark, and handsome.
How many abs was he showing? Was it six or eight?
At least six.
He was ragged. He looked much worse for wear.
It was kind of dark and shadowy. I mean, it was hard to get a real good look at him. It's almost hard to look at him.
He was trying to interact with the green energy in the central shine capacitor, and then when we started winning the fight, he took a crystal out of his pocket and it teleported him away.
He did say something about trying to save Cerulean, and he was insisting that whatever we were doing was ruining it. I can only assume he's a pawn of you-know-who.
You say that he had a means of teleportation?
I mean, that's what it looked
And
like.
you said that he had a sword that created vines. Did he have blonde hair?
You know this man.
I can't say anything for certain. No, because it doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that Richard Oak died when he went to go and fight Grandmaster Frown. What I mean is I felt the painstaking connection between us severed as he died at his hands. And so either that was somehow Richard Oak or some horrible abomination pretending to be.
Surely it couldn't be him, right? It couldn't.
No,
That's not within Shine physics, right? Griff?
I'm not there.
Michael?
How could a pretender use a shine magic, though?
And why really is Pony Puffy Pants still here?
Gosh, this is one crisis after the next.
When I was brought into this world, Richard Oak summoned me as part of his childlike wonder. Part of the reason why I am a unicorn, but there is a bond that existed between us. We could feel each other's existence. We knew where one another were at all times. We were almost of the same cloth, of the same being. That's how close our connection felt, and that connection went away, which means that he had to have died. But why am I still here? I thought it was because of latent shine energy that still existed within me, but
What if these devices have been hiding him this whole time? The ones that hid the people in the Quartertech cameras. This could be the same ones. And that's why you can't feel the connection, because it blocks all shine.
you say this person was inflicting harm on Cloud 7?
They were attempting to destroy the shine capacitor.
Richard Oak would never do something like that. Richard Oak was a bastion of justice and hope and kindness.
It might not be him making the decisions, and Michael holds the crown up a little bit. There has to be something like this involved.
No, there is nothing like that involved because Richard Oak was too powerful. Richard Oak was better than any of us. Richard Oak knew... Richard Oak did not fall for such things. He was the best of all of us.
And he may have been forced to make that decision to save your life, and his own life, and others, countless others. We don't know that.
What do you know? What do you know, Michael, really?
Look, let's not get totally torn up about this, right? I mean, look, we don't know what we saw, right? We saw a man who happens to have looked similar to Richard Oak, but clearly Richard Oak is gone, and we weren't able to see much of this guy, right? I mean, he was dark and kind of glitchy. It could be anyone that looks similar to him, right?
Anyone that looked similar to him and was using shine.
I'm sorry, but that's just not how it lines up to me. Feel free to disagree.
Surely we have better things to talk about. Maybe.
Well, I had this
perhaps.
weird dream last night.
Did you?
Oh,
Did you, Michael?
I did, yeah.
Was it a weird dream of endangering your teammates?
oh.
Was it a dream of running in recklessly?
That's what I saw when I put on the crown.
You come into my training grounds, and you pretend to know things. And yet you are just a sniffling child. I've seen the footage of the fights that you fought in. You are reckless. Do you not care about your own life? I remember what happened between you and your wife.
Now it is you that speaks about something that he does not know.
So maybe now you know how it feels.
I think Michael's just gonna storm off. There's no winning this.
So speaking of things that people don't know anything about, I saw a ghost inside of Cloud 7, and it taught me how to activate lava traps, and I would really like some explanation about that.
You say you saw ghosts.
Yeah, a shadowy blue figure,
This...
I was just filled with knowledge about how the building worked, where the levers were, what the safety mechanisms were.
I've sometimes seen like glimpses of things that have happened. Was it something like that?
This is actually a sign of further manifested shine ability. I'm sure you remember Cody Evergreen as the previous conduit of Violet and Blue. We worked together a lot, and he told me sometimes about his encounters with, well, the undead. If this is what is happening, then that means that you have grown more experienced in your shine ability. Could you perhaps try to manifest that now?
Yeah. Delilah is going to transform into her shine armor. The beautiful ball gown and the shining tiara manifests on her person. She's going to channel her shine magic. And she is going to gather the blue light of decay upon herself, and shadowy versions of herself are going to kind of like occupy the same space that she is. She's going to cast false life on herself.
What does false life do?
Gives me temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
Bolstering myself with a necromantic facsimile of life, I gain D4 temporary hit points for a duration. But just the decay and the unlife begins to like form this like shell around her. Well, I don't seem to be able to see any ghosts now, but this feels the way that I felt.
Yes, that is very good. Hold on to that feeling. Do you mind if I try something?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, stand still. Form of green light times arrow. You see like an arrow manifest out of nothing. Whoosh, it flies towards you, and the necrotic energy around you just seems to catch the arrow and dissipate it. Whoa. That is a very strong manifestation of the shine. The rest of you, I apologize for the somber mood. Is there anything that you would like to try while I'm here? It seems like you've all grown much stronger, which is very exciting.
Well, I'm just curious. Like, I'm not going to disagree with you about some members of the Shine Brigade really enjoying to get into the heat of battle. And I'm just wondering if there's any way that I can, like, talk to their ghosts if it ever got separated from their body. If there's, like, a way I could help bring it back.
Oh, my specialty was in green shine magic, and so a lot of the details I can't really say. However, perhaps you should try talking to Smith Bellflower. He was close with Cody Evergreen and Melanie Posey, and maybe there's something that he could tell you about.
Okay. I guess we have a little bit of time before the interview, right? I think I'm going to go do that.
Yes. Now the rest of you. Recklin, would you mind trying some fire attacks out? And probably we're just going to cut to...
Like
Delilah.
a really big one. And just like keep doing a bunch of like in one area and just see how much I can do. Yeah. I learned fireball.
Yeah, you hear basically like the sounds of an explosion in the background as you're walking out of the room. That's very impressive. Could you try making it bigger this time?
Oh, say no more.
Okay, Delilah, you go and seek out Smith Bellflower. Yes, Delilah, is there anything that I can help you with?
Well, I was just talking to Pony Puffy Pants about shine magic, and he said he knew Cody Evergreen and Melanie Posey better than maybe anyone else here at the Shine compound.
You see sort of a look of slight pain on his face. He usually keeps his face like very solid and very flat, and upon the mention, you see that it drops a little bit, and he takes a moment to compose himself and then says, Yes, of course. Did you have questions?
I'm just curious, did they ever talk about, like, ghosts?
Interesting that you say that. Yes, I heard them discussing ghosts here and there. They talked about how they could speak to the dead.
Is that all that they could do?
There was more. Perhaps it's better if you follow me. Here, come along. You follow Smith Bellflower to the storage room. It's sort of a little bit drafty in here. It seems like not a lot of people go in very often. There's like a single bulb that's hanging from the ceiling that's like kind of flashing a little bit, flickering. I'll have to order someone to come down here and fix that. He walks you sort of towards the back. There's this requisitioned off area that requires like a key card to get into. There are boxes filled with the previous Shine Brigade's old stuff.
Whoa.
He sort of somberly walks over to one of them that's marked Melanie Posey. Once again, you see that he takes a second to compose himself, and he picks the box up. Melanie Posey was working on a way to bring the dead back. As you know, yellow light has the ability to heal wounds and restore that which has been lost. Melanie Posey thought maybe if she could figure out the right frequency that she could fix the biggest disease of all, death. And I don't know how close she got, but, well, here. You see that he pulls out this pulsating yellow crystal. She told me about it sometimes. She said that she was very close, and she put all of herself into this crystal, and she said that only someone from the Shine Brigade could make it work. She hoped to eventually mass produce it and make it worldwide, but it's not a simple magic.
If Smith offers it towards Delilah, I think she's gonna like grab it quickly. Like she currently wants this crystal more than anything she has ever seen before.
Okay.
She's gonna take it and she's just like, does she have like journals or notes or anything about how she used this?
There's some notes, yes. I can give you her journal if you'd like.
Please, yes. I think about everything we could use this for. And she loses herself for a minute.
Take care of it. It meant a lot to her.
I'll be sure to do that. And I think she is going to leave. Did Melanie Posey have anything else that like could be useful?
She had odd possessions. Colorful scarves.
No, never mind. Delilah's gonna quickly leave.
Bye, Delilah.
Bye. She kind of offhandedly says that to him as she's walking out. And if there is a lot of time, I think she would go back to her room and read the journal. But if there's not, she would just return to the training room and be reading the journal.
The Tia Tumbleweed interview is on the horizon. I'm assuming all of you have sort of gathered in Jill Sargosa's media prep room to discuss what's coming next, talk about when the interview will happen, where it will happen. Jill seems to have just gotten off the phone with Tia Tumbleweed. She says, yeah, so I've scheduled the interview. It's going to happen later tonight. She wanted to do it at the Action 5 compound. I told her that we settled for a neutral ground at, I'm sorry, Griff, City Hall.
In
Yes.
front of everybody?
Well, Griff, this sort of interview is very high priority, and there's a lot of eyes on this, and she refused to meet at the compound. We refused to meet at Action 5 News. What better place than the public system?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Griff.
Fine.
Okay. I think normally to prepare spells, I need to spend a long rest.
Mhm.
But I think if I spend the next 8 hours training, practicing my shine, I want to prepare enhance ability.
Okay.
Delilah is just really getting in tune with the ghost shine. It's so weird because it is similar to the after images that Anise encounters with green magic. It's time, but it's not time itself. It is the decay that occurs with time. And so, things decay with time, but Delilah's not tapping into the time of it. She's tapping into the decay that remains in the world and is able to read it almost. And so I think that is how she is spending her time.
Okay, so Delilah, you sort of take this time to focus in on yourself and hone your shine abilities.
That is fucking sick.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So sweet.
You're reading entropy like tarot cards.
That's so fucking sick.
God.
Griff, in order to properly prepare you for this interview, we need to know if there's anything that we don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, I guess you don't know what you don't know, but I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay. Anise, would you mind helping prep for this interview? I am running sort of media right now. You might have seen on your phone, but this interview is getting a little hyped up on the internet, and
Of course it is.
I'm going to try to dampen that as much as possible, but I don't know how effective I can be.
There will be watchers, right? Maybe we need some sort of story to come out afterward that talks about, I don't know, if we even can share the information that we get out of this. I'm looking for ways to spin it, but I trust you. I'll do what I can to. I might have stuff to do too, but yeah, I'll do my best.
Thank you. I don't think that we're going to be able to French fry this, but we'll try.
Now that's journalism.
It's not time for pizza. It's time for French fry. And French fry when you're supposed to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. But this is not that time.
If something gets in your way, turn.
Shine Brigade. The hours pass. You take frequent glances up at the clock, Griff, as the time becomes nearer and nearer and nearer. An hour before, you feel that no amount of preparation could possibly prepare you for what is to come. You feel that anxious bubble start to manifest inside of your stomach.
Oh, I'm getting anxious. I think Griff at this moment I'm just thinking about what Jason said, and I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing this for. The reason I'm doing this so I can save my father. And if I can do that, then this is worth it. This is going to be worth it. And so yeah, just kind of my mind is bouncing back and forth oh God, I can't do this, but it's gonna be over, and then I can move on, and then I can save my dad, and it's gonna be fine. And it's just an interview, and there's bigger things in the world than that, and trying to make that problem feel a little bit smaller in my own head.
Meanwhile, I think the practice is going. All right, Griff, we need to go through this one more time. Are you ready? Did you get your breather?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Okay, all right. From the top, where is your mother, and has Jason Ivy replaced him in your family structure?
Wait, that's a new one. You can't just drop that on me like that.
Look, you gotta be prepared for anything that comes up. All right, if he's replaced your family structure, where is he now? Why did he run away from you?
Jason didn't run away. What do you mean?
Come on, we've practiced this, Griff. All right. Hold on, everyone. Take another 5, all right? Really breathe. Think about it.
Okay. My mom is a refugee trapped on Cerulean. And I joined the Shine Brigade to try to help her, and we're going to help all the people on Cerulean too, not just the people on Daffodil. And Jason and my dad are good friends, and they both care about me, and that's all that matters.
Aw.
That was a good answer, Griff.
That's awfully sweet. Good job. All right, keep that one in your pocket.
Enough? Is that going to work?
Let's move on to the next question. Cut to black.
Shine Brigade. The time has come for the Tia Tumbleweed interview. You all are given transport to City Hall. It is this very surprisingly simple building. You know, the Shine Brigade is sort of the pinnacle of the city. The Shine compound is the pinnacle of Sunflower City. The City Hall and the politics can sometimes take a backseat to the glory and the hope that the Shine Brigade gives. You arrive at City Hall, and you are taken into the back where makeup is applied and microphones are hooked up. You feel the heart beating in your chest. It is heavy. It pounds so hard that you can feel your eyes pulsating.
In this moment of being kind of back in the green room getting prepared, I think Delilah is going to approach Griffin and say, Griffin, I know that this is gonna suck for you, and I've been trying to think of any way that I can help it suck less for you. And if you don't mind, I've got something I want to try.
Okay, yeah, I trust you.
Delilah is... I don't know what she would say in this moment to cast the spell, but she... form of blue-yellow light, memories. Her hands glow with blue light as she kind of puts both of them, not touching your head, but like on both sides of your head. And from your head, from your memories, you can feel old, decayed recollections of times that your father gave speeches. You know, as the head of the company, he probably had to give many huge speeches to the news, to large crowds, to things like this. And as Delilah uses the blue light to pull these memories back out from, you know, the recesses of your mind where they've gone to die, she pours yellow light in to repair them, to re-bridge the connections, and suddenly you are filled with the recollection of the techniques your father used, the things that he would say to help spin a conversation or to regain control of a thing. And she's going to cast Enhance Ability on you, choosing Splendor to give you advantage on charisma checks.
Wow, how did you do that, Delilah? That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it helps, Griff.
Me too.
Michael, do you still have that gauntlet?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think I could have it?
Yes, of course.
Delilah puts it on. You'd think it wouldn't work with her outfit, but it totally does.
It's a massive power gun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Delilah is wearing a custom hoodie that she had commissioned. It says, Tia Tumbleweed smells like fish, and it has a graphic of a severed fish head, and the fish's like X's where the fish's eyes should be. And she's wearing her usual black thigh-length skirt and this now power gauntlet, right? Like gaming gauntlet.
Delilah snaps her fingers.
Everybody pick up a coin of fate.
That's amazing.
You picked up the gauntlet and you were like, I don't feel so good. No.
Mr. Brown, I don't feel so good.
Griffin Cordinarius, an assistant, comes and lets you know that the interview is ready.
Yeah, I'll walk out from, you know, whatever the equivalent of my dressing room is and head out onto where the interview's set up.
You, the rest of the Shine Brigade, sit around sort of a square table with like this very long sofa that wraps around it. There's a TV screen in front of you that is quite big. You can see exclusive coverage of it.
Can I get closer to the cameras?
Yeah, you can like go into the audience if you'd like.
Yeah.
Anybody is welcome to do that too.
I'll head out to the audience as well.
Absolutely in the audience.
I'll be there to support my friend.
I'm off to the side of it, ready in theory to respond to media emergencies.
You all filter into the crowded seating area that is this town hall. It's like a place that you'd see political debates. There's like this giant stage. Usually there's 2 podiums that are up there, but there's sort of been like 2 like fold out chairs that have been set down facing each other. The town hall is filled to the brim with people. You hear conversations overlapping one another excitedly. Some words you catch are like, what do you think is going on? Do you think that Mikhail Cordinarius is working for Grandmaster Frown? Sort of hushed discussions like that. But you do filter into the crowd. I imagine like putting up hoods to not be recognized amongst all these people.
Michael puts on a cap and a fake mustache and pulls out of his bag.
Disguised as Griffin.
Wait a minute.
Just in case I need to pull this shit out. I'm ready. It's my only disguise I can do.
Yeah, I've got my hoodie pulled over my head.
You hear over loudspeakers, there's sort of a pair of announcers, pair of news reporters that have been giving sort of like pre-coverage reports. You hear, hi, my name is April Showers. I'm joined here by May Flowers. Here before the live interview of Griff Cordinarius. A lot has been thrown in the air recently regarding the Cordinarius organization after Mikhail Cordinarius mysteriously disappeared after a fire in the building. Speculations have run wild that Mikhail Cordinarius could be working for Grandmaster Frown. We're joined here by Griffin Cordinarius, who will be interviewed by our lovely Tia Tumbleweed to get to the bottom of the issue here. May Flowers, do you have anything on this? Yes, my name is May Flowers, and we all sound the same. A lot of speculation has been going around that Griffin Cordinarius had nothing to do with this. The Griffin Cordinarius fan club has been especially outspoken on the internet.
I have a fan club.
It's the kids, isn't it? It has to be. It has to be the
Could
kids.
be the kids.
Yeah.
We're joined here by Alana Porcini. Alana, why do you believe that Griffin Cordinarius is innocent? Oh, well, I don't think Griffin would do something like that. He's nice, you know. He's nice and he's good and really cute. And I just don't see it. I don't see him doing it. April Shower says, a very nuanced take. Oh, what's that? I'm being told that Griffin Cordinarius is walking out to the stage. We will now go live to Tia Tumbleweed. Tia, the screen, none of you are watching it, but the screen flashes to the 2 chairs. Tia Tumbleweed sits in a very businesslike stance. Her eyes are like daggers, her tongue like a viper. She looks at you with malice. You walk slowly up to the stage and take a seat across from her.
Is my mic on? Hi, Tia. Can you guys out there hear me? Can everybody hear me? Oh, maybe I should move it. Is it in the right spot? Here. Oh, wait. I think I broke the clip. Does anyone have duct tape? Duct tape? Here, I can just hold. I'll hold it.
It's fine, Griffin. It's fine.
Are you sure? I can go get another one.
No,
I'm sorry. This is probably expensive.
I promise you it's okay.
Do you want me to replace it?
It's fine, Griffin. Everything is okay.
I feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, thanks. Should I just hold this?
Tia Tumbleweed makes like a very slight motion with her hand, and an assistant comes up and quickly repairs it for you.
Thank you.
Clips it back onto you.
Oh, wow. You did that so fast. Okay. Yeah, professionals. Awesome. Hi, Tia.
Now, before we hit the cameras, I wanted to let you know, I think that you are up to some very nefarious things.
Oh.
I think that you and your father are single-handedly trying to ruin this great city, and I am going to unveil that, and more.
Well, I don't think any of that's true. And I guess we'll just let the truth speak for itself. I don't know.
I think you're right, Griff. I think that the truth will speak for itself. You see she puts on a very smiley face, sort of that reporter facade when they're about to give a performance.
God, no,
We did all this
don't
planning
remember.
just to
We
put
should have
Griff
done
in front
fake
of the
Griffin.
camera
Fuck.
Like literally anything else.
Oh, it's good.
Oh damn.
Hi, this is Tia Tumbleweed with a live interview with Griffin Cordinarius. Griffin, how are you today?
not super good. I'm really tired, and my dad's missing, and my stomach kind of hurts, and I think it's just because I'm up on stage. Is that too much information? I don't know how to answer this question. I guess I'm doing okay. It's kind of been a hard week, and this whole Shine Brigade thing, it's kind of a lot to just be told one day that you're part of the Shine Brigade and that you're saving the world, and we had to stop a volcano from erupting yesterday, and that was a lot of pressure. And the niece was doing some really cool stuff. I mean, you should have seen her. She was amazing, and Recklin can climb walls now, and that's... I don't... And there was a minecart. I mean, I had to shoot a bow and arrow out of a minecart. I mean, what kind of situation is that?
You hear from the crowd, "We love you, Griff!" There's like an entire section of people that are like dressed up in your Shine outfit. They're basically like cosplaying it. They have like signs that are like, "Griff is innocent," like "Free Griff, free Griff." Which give you some comfort. And interestingly enough, we're actually going to enter a skill challenge here.
Ooh.
A skill challenge for the interview. I'll let you know when it's appropriate to roll, but we're going to see how this interview goes and how this changes the public perception of the Shine Brigade. The rest of the party, the rest of the party, feel free to do whatever you need to do.
Oh.
Griffin Cordonarius, it's interesting that you mentioned the Shine Brigade because I had a couple of questions. Now, in your first couple of days on the Shine Brigade, you fought against a pollinator. Is that correct?
Yeah, we were on a bus and it attacked, or a train, sorry. Buses, trains, they're like the same. It's public transportation, but the Daffodil train system, I don't know if there's anyone not from Daffodil here, but they're really famous. And anyway, we were going on a bridge and then Michael almost fell off, but we did beat the pollinator, and there was this family and they were in danger and we had to make sure they were safe.
Yes, that's very good, Griff. Follow-up question.
Oh.
The pollinator is something that was developed by Cordytech, right?
Yeah. We wanted to pollinate all the flowers in daffodil so they grow even taller and brighter. And well, it takes a lot to pollinate these big flowers, and with all of the people here, they're under more duress than ever, and so you need a lot more pollen gathering than the natural ecosystem was able to. And should I stop now? I keep just I'm sorry, I'm really nervous for this interview.
Anise is like, I think after a little bit of this, popped like in kind of like behind the stage, right, a little bit. Like she somehow weaseled her way in back there, and it's just kind of like giving a gesture like, keep going, eat up time.
Griffin, it's interesting that you bring that up because there's something that I wanted to ask regarding that. Do you think that it's not awfully convenient that the pollinator, something that your father's company developed, attacked a train that you happened to be on? Is it not convenient that you then were inducted into the Shine Brigade?
Well, I think I got inducted to the Shine Brigade, like, before that. I almost fell out of a building, and I had to jump out and save Jason, and that was a whole crazy experience of its own. And, well, when we were at the building afterward, I mean, we were all just kind of hanging out and talking, and they said we were part of the Shine Brigade now, and then we got on the train. So, I don't know, I guess we were in the Shine Brigade first. I don't know if you have to be at the building and talk to Pony Puffy Pants to get in, or if we were in before that. So
sure, yes. I just wanted to harp more on that point of, is it possible that the pollinator attack was fabricated so that you, the son of Mikhail Cordonarius, might get clout, might be able to join the Shine Brigade? Is it possible that you're not actually a member of the Shine Brigade at all?
I don't know. Recklin said that we're a team and that we're all in the Shine Brigade together. And so I trust Recklin, and I don't know where else I would have gotten these powers. And, well, I don't know. I guess you should have seen the fight with the pollinator. I mean, it was not pretty. I had to use a fire extinguisher, and those are supposed to be in case of emergency only. But, I mean, I guess it was an emergency, so you're supposed to break that glass and grab it and use it. But
she leans back. What do you know about prism technology?
Prism technology?
Yes, prism technology. Here, I have a document here. She hands you a prototype drawing of prism technology. Yes, this thing that your company produced. I actually believe that that's the reason that the previous Shine Brigade was able to go to Cerulean in the first place. Was this not...
Can I read that?
Yes.
I'll take it and just... Oh my gosh.
It's a very rough prototype.
Still, this is... I mean... Thank you. This is amazing. We've been looking everywhere for stuff like this. This gives us so much more insight.
I'm sure that you have.
Where did you get this? Oh, so that's how it... Oh, the indigo... The 7 colors working in concert, and it's translated through... This is amazing. And I'll hold it up to the camera. This is what the world needs. This is going to take us into the future, guys.
Yes, Griffin, but the previous Shine Brigade used the prism technology to travel to Cerulean, where they died. I'm just saying, it's awfully convenient that your father's company is the reason that the Shine Brigade died, and it's awfully convenient that you are now part of the Shine Brigade.
I don't know why the previous Shine Brigade died. Grandmaster Frown, he's just... I mean, the stories that Jason has told me, my father never talks about it, but the things he's doing to the people on that planet, and he has more power than is even imaginable by the Shine Brigade. And I don't know, when my mother's still trapped there, and I can't believe that he would ever do anything to hurt her. So, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
Just roll you can do performance if you'd like. You can do persuasion if you'd like.
Okay. I will roll for persuasion. Not that it matters. I suck at both. Come on, dice. That's a 4.
You have advantage.
Oh, that is a 14.
Oh, okay.
14. I'll keep track of that. Griffin, I have some follow-up questions. Is it true that you have daily access to the central shine capacitor?
I mean, it's right next to my bedroom.
Is it true, using the power of the central shine capacitor, you could perhaps sabotage Sunflower City?
Probably not. I don't think I know enough about how the shine capacitor works to be able to do that. I mean, maybe if I really sat down and thought about it for a while, but I don't know if that's in the capability of one person to be able to do that. Well, unless you're I don't know, have some kind of tech that no one's ever seen before, but I don't have the power to create that. I mean, I'm smart, but I don't think I'm that smart.
Is it not true that if your father and you were working for Grandmaster Frown, you could deliver a blow to this city that could not be recovered from?
I think the city would recover. I mean, the people of Daffodil aren't just mindless beings that rely on the power of the shine. I think that people are stronger than that, and the city's strong enough to get through anything on its own. I don't think it needs me or anybody else to save it. All I know is that I want to try to help in any way I can, and the Shine Brigade, well, the Shine Brigade, we're just here to facilitate that, to do what this city does best, and spread shine, and spread light.
I'd like you to roll another charisma check.
Come on. That was a 13.
A 13. Okay. Shine Brigade members in the audience, is there anything that you would like to do?
Michael at this point would like to shout, "This is all circumstantial evidence! Where's the facts and logic?" And try to get the fans on my side as well. I stood next to them, the Griff fan club. I want to try to help them, or have them try to instigate something with them and get them angry.
Okay, so you're scooting into the Griffin fan club?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the side, and then I'm shouting this way, hoping they'll hear me and go, yeah, and start getting angry about it.
Okay, I would like you to make a persuasion check.
All right.
Hello, fellow teens. I also stand Griff.
Hello, fellow teens.
Turns his hat back.
Facts and logic.
Pulls his
Come on.
skateboard out of the bag of holding.
Well, hi there.
Also alive.
Yeah.
I don't have any adding to this, right? Persuasion? Oh, yeah, cool. 3.
Oh.
I rolled a 4.
Classic.
Who is this weird old guy?
Michael's gonna go back into the crowd and turn his hat back around.
Okay.
Delilah is holding her action. She is waiting until Tia Tumbleweed says something that there is no coming back from. Before Griff gets a chance to respond, she wants to be able to cast Dispel Shine onto the camera recording this. But yeah, really waiting because she thought about doing it just before, and she was really impressed by Griff, actually.
Niece is standing back, just kind of dumbstruck at how well this is going.
I have a couple questions regarding the Shine Brigade in general. The previous Shine Brigade members have been full of hope, have been the bastions of the city. Why do you think that you, nervous teenager, a divorced father of 2, a woman in advertising, an HVAC repairman, and a depressed middle-20s girl deserve the title of Shine Brigade?
No, that's a good question. I'm not sure I have an answer for that either. I guess, I don't know. Jason always has the dumbest sayings ever, and I almost feel bad hearing them on TV. But, well, he always said that you never learn what someone's capable of until they're in the darkest circumstance, until they're in the foxhole, whatever that means. And well, maybe it's because we're all kind of in the foxhole, you know? Maybe to be able to really understand what it's like to hope for something so desperately, you have to know what it's like to be at the bottom of the well looking up at it. You know? I don't know. Maybe when you're in darkness all the time, you gotta learn for yourself how to look out toward the light. And so maybe we just have more practice at hope than other people. I don't know. I don't know why the shine shows us.
Another charisma check. With advantage. I mean, you already have it, but
15!
15.
Oh,
These are
killing
just,
it.
I mean,
Killing
with
it.
advantage. I have no bonuses. Dice are just being very kind.
I mean, it's nothing. It could be worse, you know.
You see that Tia Tumbleweed seems to be getting a little bit frustrated. You see this glimmer in her eyes, the same viper-like sense of malice that you first saw. You get the sense that this interview is not going the way that she expected it to. You see that she maybe expected you to falter and cave under the questions that she's asking you. You see that the crowd is maybe reacting a little bit better than you expected. And I'd like all of you to make a perception check.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes, you can make a perception check.
Eyes are too hard. No.
Ooh, I got a nat 1. Wait, no, I don't have advantage on that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're busy right now.
I have expertise in perception, man. What the heck?
11 for Delilah.
Brett got a 16.
16.
9 for Michael.
15 for Anise.
15 for Anise. Recklin and Anise. Something about the microphone on Tia Tumbleweed's body is not right. It seems strange. It seems like it glitches a little bit. Like it's a little bit wrong. And that's all you see.
That's good information.
Oh, I wish I saw that.
Right?
You all see Tia Tumbleweed lose her composure just a little bit. Don't you think
I'm in
it's...
danger.
Nice words are something, Griff, but facts are another thing. Your father is involved in all of this. Your father disappeared when things were at the most suspicious. Your father disappeared when there was scrutiny. Your father disappeared after the pollinator attacked. There's something that is not right here. There's something not right about you being in the Shine Brigade, about you being so close to the central Shine capacitor.
Is that a question?
That is a statement, Griff.
Oh. So do I answer? I'm sorry.
When the cloud bridges on Cerulean fell, do you know what happened to them? They got corrupted. Something happened to them and they stopped working. Do you know the same thing could happen here? Do you know how dangerous it is to allow someone so connected to Grandmaster Frown, so close to the central Shine capacitor? In fact, I believe you went to Cloud 7. I believe that you had the same proximity to the central Shine capacitor that you always do here.
Yeah, and as far as I know, nothing's happened with any of the capacitors yet.
Yet.
I mean, I don't know. Cloud 7, I could have just let that one explode. It was already gonna. I don't know why I would have stepped in to help it.
You plead ignorance, but I know that you're hiding something. You must be hiding something. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh, yeah, that one you'll get advantage from.
18!
Yes, let's
At this point, by the way, I would have nudged over
Yes.
to Delilah and mentioned something like, "Hey, I've been looking at this microphone. Hey, it's something wrong. There's something wrong with it. I don't know if you can notice. It's getting that little weird light look. I would kind of like shatter everything. I think something is up with that mic. I don't know what it is, but you keep your little glove. Maybe might be worth checking that out. Actually, I wonder what happens if you take that out.
Yeah, I can't cast detect magic without breaking my concentration on enhanced ability.
Let me go. I could try to give it a look, but this is an apropos moment, so I'll let them continue, and then afterwards I shall cast that.
Griff, you feel a tugging at the back of your mind, like something's trying to influence you, like you want to say things that aren't true, like Tia Tumbleweed is your friend, and in that moment you get this urge to admit to everything, you get this urge to admit that Mikhail Cordinarius is working for Grandmaster Frown, that you are trying to corrupt the Central Shine capacitor, that this is all one big conspiracy. And you shake it away.
Can I cast Detect Magic? Just feeling that? Like, because we have some experience with mind control,
Yes,
right?
right.
With the crown.
You can cast Detect Shine.
Yeah, I will cast Detect Shine and just see what that picks up.
You cast Detect Shine, and you see this faint and vibrant glowing coming from the microphone of Tia Tumbleweed.
I think Griff just kind of looks at it and then looks at Tia and then looks back at it and, hey, can I see your microphone for a second?
What?
I'm sorry. Can I just see that and I'll just lean over and grab it?
With both of these things happening, can I roll a shine check or another perception check or something?
You can something's funky here. Something's funky dunky here.
Which one would you like from me?
Go and roll a perception check.
Great.
Come
on, dice. That's a 15.
A 15. Yeah, Griffin is definitely. This is weird. Like, there's something going on here under the scenes. And Recklin, you even mentioned something to Delilah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the feeling that like something crazy might happen pretty soon. You see like him reaching specifically for the microphone.
Cool. When I get a chance, I would like to just cast a spell shine on the microphone.
Okay.
But I'll let that play out.
Do you mind if Here, just let me see it for a second.
Tia Tumbleweed like leans back and like motions to cut the feed for a second. She says, "Is that what you really want to do?"
I think there's something wrong with it.
I think that it's fine.
No, Tia, are you... That looks dangerous. I'm not sure that should be on.
Listen, there's two things that could happen here. You can assault me and take my microphone away, or we can continue this interview as usual.
Are you doing your thing?
Well, I don't think we should continue the interview if that's on, because that thing is dangerous, and I don't think you should be wearing it. It's probably just an honest mistake, but there's some, like, can I tell what kind of, is it shine magic, or do I see it glitching now that I'm looking directly at it?
You're looking directly at it, and you see like occasional glitches here and there. You can't really tell what kind of shine magic it is.
I've never seen shine magic like that, but something's wrong with it. That's really dangerous, Tia. Where did you get that?
That is not of your concern.
Well, it's kind of I think it is. I mean, if it explodes, I'm sitting right next to you, and I don't think I could take it exploding right now. I mean... and I don't know, you could hurt yourself too. I can probably fix it if you just give it to me. I'm pretty good with technology.
Stay back. Don't touch me.
I'm not touching anybody. I just don't want to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. I just want to finish the interview and then go find my dad. And I didn't even want to do this whole thing in the first place. And now your microphone's acting weird. And you made me answer all these really hard questions. And I'm literally just trying to help you.
You are the most deluded, stupid boy that I have ever met, which is strange given your credentials.
Well, that's just not true. I mean, I'm not the smartest, but you should have seen my SAT scores. They were pretty high, and I worked really hard on that. And, you know, I invented these microbots, and I'll hold one up. A stupid person couldn't do that. I'm not stupid. Now, deluded, I mean, I guess if I was deluded, I wouldn't know I was deluded. So I can't really speak to that
That's
one.
enough of your babbling and your talking and your avoiding the questions. That's enough.
Whoa, hey, calm down.
You see Tia
Take a deep
Tumbleweed
breath.
starts
I've
taking
learned some
very
breathing exercises
deep
from-
and labored breaths as she seems to start to lose control of her emotions. And that's what we're going to pick up next week. I take it you're Captain Jason Ivy. Welcome, Captain. Come, please, sit. Yes, sir. No need for the title, sir. Jason will do just fine. I see. Jason, then. Care for a drink, Jason? Cerulean whiskey. Awful hard to come by these days. Thank you, but no. Important to keep the, wits sharp. I must say, I do appreciate the vintage, though. That is quite a fine bottle, if I might say. Oh, are you familiar with cerulean draughts? That's rare on Daffodil, even in a metropolis like Sunflower City. Only as a passing interest, sir. Spent a bit of time on some peacekeeping missions there when I was a much younger man. But I'm sure you already knew that, sir. You don't strike me as the type of man who doesn't do his homework. I might have looked into it a bit. Does that bother you? Not at all, sir. Part of the reason why I wanted to work with you. Oh, really? And why is that? Well, sir, I know that the world sees you as a shrewd businessman with intelligence and work ethic to boot. Having your own company with a shiny new skyscraper tells me that much at least. But, sir, if I may, I don't believe what people say about you being heartless. On the contrary, I see you as a man of passion, a man with the smarts to change the world for the better. Interesting, Jason. You make a lot of assumptions, but, you come highly recommended. Everyone I spoke to said that you're the best. Know that I value how someone fits into their role much more than their skill or ability. I take a smart engineer who can play well on my team over a genius who I can't work with any day. So tell me, Jason, how exactly do you fit in? See, sir, if you'll humor an old soldier his stories, I'll tell you. When I first entered the Daffodilian paramilitary, I had already been a soldier for 2 years at this point. Had just finished up a tour in the jungles around Orchid during the Tiger Wars. I was the best damn soldier in my platoon. Not bragging, just stating the facts. So military brass thought that they should move me somewhere I could do more. There I was, back in the bottom of the totem pole, but this time as a Special Forces cadet. I won't sugarcoat it, Mikhail. I was young, arrogant, could plan out a tactical assault underwater in the dark, and fought like 12 men. I thought I was unstoppable and that I could do it all myself. So training wraps and assignments are out. I'm assigned to Teal Team 6, the best damn team in the Rainbow Guard. When I first get there, within a week, my commanding officer sees right through my arrogance and tells me that if I can't figure out how to be a part of the team, he's sending me straight back to the civilian life. So I'm on an intel op, checking out a base deep in the cerulean forests. To avoid suspicion, we all took different routes, and for my route, I hiked almost 200 clicks through the Blue Mountains, through blistering cold snowcaps and deadly dry desert. We were trained to be phantoms, untraceable, invisible, and impossible to kill. The forest fortress walls were as tall as 10 men, guard posts every 50 clicks outfitted with state-of-the-art tech. Supposed to be harder to crack than the Lemurian Supervault. Through grit, hard work, and perseverance, I got us in, and I got us in quiet. Everything went smooth getting into the heart. We stuck to the plan, followed protocol, thought we were getting out clean until, bam! Siren goes off. Red lights start flashing down the corridors, PA speakers whining about intruders. Our cover's been blown. We split up and agree to rendezvous outside. I start running down the hallway like a desert jackal with its tail on fire. I cross right in front of one of the barracks rooms for the guards. Mikhail, I look through that door next to me, and what I see before me makes my blood run ice cold. 12 men holding 12 distinct blades around a couple of tables standing up at the noise, blood in their eyes. I don't hesitate and jump into the room. My first fist knocks 2 guards unconscious as I twist for a judo throw for a 3rd guard. Next 2 guards, my boxing training kicks in. Dip, dodge, double haymaker, lights out. What I hadn't realized is in my initial assessment, there had been a guard fixing a cabinet behind the door, and I cursed my own hubris. Shine, save me. It's always the 13th man. Before I have a chance to react, I'm pulled into a chokehold from behind. I try to break free, but 2 more men get me by the arms, one of them wielding a bush knife the size of an anaconda, and I know it's over for me. Face to face with my own limits at the worst time. I prayed to the gloom for a quick death, and that's when my commanding officer shows up. He decided to change course based on instinct alone to make sure that I got through the post alive. Light-damned, massive breach of protocol, but that's just what a glorious bastard does. Sometimes, Mikhail, the rules and the right thing aren't quite the same. He came crashing through like porcelain in a cattle den and took out the rest of the guards before I even had a chance to blink. Without a word, he grabs me and drags me out of that foxhole all the way to the rendezvous point. A poignant story for sure, but what's the point here, Jason? If there was one here, I'd say it would be this, sir. Sometimes there's a 13th man. No matter how good you are, no matter how skilled or prepared, sometimes things are going to go to darkness and mud, and it's in that moment that the people you choose around you matter, sir. You can't change the world all by yourself. And what you really need is a man to have your back, so when your blind spot comes to bite you, when the 13th man jumps out from behind the broken cabinet, someone is there to pull you out of that hell. That is, weirdly wise, Jason. Indeed, sir. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Yeah, just one last question. How are you with kids?